Hey, it's Tuesday. Look, man, I am so excited. I am back. Look, good morning. I just want to tell y'all, look, before I start anything, it is a privilege and it is an honor to come to you on this Tuesday morning. Or is it Tuesday? Is it Monday? I don't know. Every day Friday for me. But look, it's Tuesday. And I want you to be able to get up this morning, start your grind, start your day, and let's go. Like, I'm so excited. So excited. Like, listen, you have to understand that when you dominate, that's when you can anticipate. Or you can say it vice versa. When you anticipate the things that are going to happen, that's when you dominate. Look, it's your boy Will. I'm just giving you some words of wisdom this morning on just how to dominate. And I'm going to give you three things. One, two, three. I'm going to give you three things on what you need and how to dominate. All right? So listen, it's Mother's Day weekend. Everybody got to give it up for the moms. Got to give it up for them. You got to give it up for them. Because our moms or mothers out there are very powerful. Very powerful. And I mean, to me, every day is Mother's Day. Not just one day. Every day is Mother's Day. I mean, they're powerful. You take a woman that can carry a child for 9 months, can still go to work, can still walk around, still cook, still clean, and do all those things to create a life. Like, you gotta understand, that's powerful. Men, we can't do that. Can't. Don't want to. But listen, you gotta dominate in your life. You gotta understand. Good morning, KP. Jeanette, good morning. Let's go. Listen, I got to tell y'all, I know it's Mother's Day weekend, and y'all are some powerful women that can dominate. Right? So when you dominate them, there's three things that you can do to dominate. First thing is, the first thing in dominating, you have to realize that your life has worth. That's number one. Number one is your life has worth. Good morning, Monica. Understand your life has worth. And what is that? Worth is understanding that when you wake up, you're not waking up just to wake up. You're waking up with an agenda. You waking up with a purpose. Like, when you wake up with things that need to get done. Like, what is your self-worth? Like, when you wake up, some people wash their face, some people brush their teeth, some people, meditate, some people, read. Whatever it is for you, that's how you can dominate. It's just knowing your self-worth. Just knowing that's something that you need to do. I mean, a lot of people, I'm not gonna say a lot of people, sometimes myself, as a person that like to help other people and encourage people and have a worth, there are days that we do feel, I won't say I feel worthless, but I feel like the worth that I have is not at 100 sometimes. I'm just gonna be real with you. I'm human just like everybody else. And there's some times when a person that always gives the encouraging needs encouragement itself. And that's just real. I don't have every days where we have days where we wake up and we're always at 100%. Sometimes we got to be rejuvenated. Sometimes we got to be reminded. Sometimes we have to do things that we feel like, man, like, how can I get back to knowing my self-worth? And to get back to knowing your self-worth, you got to go back to the basics. You got to go back to the basics. And that's doing the things that you feel comfortable doing. Not what somebody else tell you to do. Not what somebody else said you can do. The things that you know you can do. And once you build that back up, you'll see, okay, I am worth something. I don't have to accept what somebody say to me. I don't have to always get angry when somebody gives me good criticism and correct me about something that's only going to help me grow. You shouldn't always be defensive when someone tells you something when it's the right thing that they're telling you. And it's funny because when they tell you something, you will know that what they're telling you is true. But we get offensive because who tells us is why we get offensive on them trying to help us grow. Like, I can tell you something, and because you're comfortable with me telling it to you, you'll receive it. You'll accept it. But when it's somebody else that tells you, you be like, no, you can't tell me that. You don't have the right to tell me that. When you know it to be true. When you know that it's something that you need to change. So know that your life has worth. That's number one. Number two is know that your life counts. Like your life counts. Just like everybody else's. So don't never feel like your life and your time and the things that you do and the things that you say, the things that you held accountable for, like you have to understand, like you and your life and everything that you're doing, it matters. Like you got to get to yourself to understand that it matters. Like you matter. And the thing in life, and I know everybody feels this way. Everybody wants to feel appreciated. Everybody wants to matter to a certain extent. Everybody wants to matter. Every human being, every person wants to feel like they matter in life. If it's to their kids, if it's to parents, if it's to that school teacher, if it's to that boss, if it's to that friend, like you want to matter. And you want to matter because you do matter. Like you have to give your life, that self-worth. You have to give your life to let you know that your life is significant. So listen to me. Like it's Tuesday. Like I just had a great experience in Chicago this weekend. Amazing experience. But it took me to know my self-worth. It took me to let me know that I can do it. Because most of the times we get in our way of doing the things that we want to do and to accomplish. And I just had to say, you know what? I'm going. And I went. And when I went, I found out so much more than I ever would have if I wouldn't have went. I made connections. I met a lot of people. I found out a lot of things about myself. I found out the things I needed to reflect on. And that's how I came up with, when you anticipate things, you're able to dominate the things that you anticipate. Like we have kids. Some of us have kids, and they're going to get to a point to where you can already anticipate some of the things that they're going to do. Like think about it. Who is going to get in more trouble? A toddler or an infant? Like which one of those are going to get in more trouble? A toddler or an infant? A toddler. And a toddler is going to get in more trouble because they can get into things. They can get into things. So knowing that the toddler can get into things, you can anticipate that they're going to get into stuff. They're going to pull stuff down. they're going to do this, they're going to do that. And because you can anticipate that, you can dominate what you anticipate. Like when you start driving, when people start driving, the kids get older, and you're like, hey, don't speed or don't do over 60 miles per hour. What you think is going to happen? They're going to get in that car and they're going to go over 60 miles per hour. So you can anticipate that they're going to do it so you can dominate it. So listen, number one, I told you I got 3 things to help you dominate. Number one is always feel and know that your life, not nobody else's, that your life counts. That's number one. Number 2 is understand and feel your life has worth. And the last one, this is the last one, is always feel like your life has the ultimate significance. The ultimate significance. Like you gotta understand that your life, like I said, everybody wants to matter. And when you know that you know who you are, you'll never have to second guess yourself. You'll always feel that self-worth to where, you know what, if it's something, it's information I got to get out, if it's things that I got to accomplish and achieve, I can do it. Because it starts with you. It starts with you. And you got to be able to tell yourself every day that you can do it. In spite of what it is, you got to move yourself out of the way, be able to receive criticism to better yourself daily. Because yesterday was Monday, right? We can't be the same person we was yesterday, today. You got to get better. And the only way to do that is to accept and acknowledge. Accept and acknowledge the things that you know you need to do and do them. Is it going to be hard? Yes. Yes, it's going to be hard. Life ain't easy. That's why I've been drilling this, I think, all week. It's just because you have the knowledge of something doesn't mean you understand. And I think right now, that's like, I need to get a shirt with that. Like, having knowledge don't mean you understand. Like, so serious. Like, that is like the ultimate thing right now. We got to understand. And the foundation, we got the knowledge, but we have to understand. So we got to understand this thing called life. And when you anticipate the things that are going to happen in life, you can dominate it. And that is some ways how you can dominate your life. Some ways you can dominate it. When I went to Chicago, there were some things I can do that I can dominate where I wanted to be, where I wanted to go. People that you meet, friends that you have, family that you have, you can dominate. And look, I want y'all to love on your moms, the ones, if they still alive, trust me, love on them. You only get one mama. You only get one. So if you have an opportunity this week to love on your mom, if you have any issues that need to be, uncovered or unwind, or, things that are in the past that you still holding on to, like, listen, let it go. Like, let it go and move forward, because you only get one mama, and don't wait till they're gone to be like, I love you. Like, value what's in front of you, because time waits for no one. So listen, love on your mom, love on your parents, love on the person that's taking care of you, because you're supposed to. Ain't no sense of holding on to it. That happened 10 years ago. Some of us have parents that some of us have moms that, was kids themselves when they had you. And you're still holding on to the sacrifices that they had to make. You only get one mama. So look, do what's right. Stop holding on to it. Let it go. And listen, it's your boy Will, just giving you some words of wisdom on how to dominate when you anticipate. Because when there's a will, You got to know there's a way. I'm telling you. So look, it's Tuesday. I want y'all to enjoy y'all day. I want you to understand that your life matters. And listen, as I tell you, it's your thoughts. Yep, your thoughts. Your life. Your decisions. In spite of it all, don't give up. You can't give up. All right, so look, it's your boy Will. Just giving you some words of wisdom. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll be back on at 4 o'clock. I'm back on, I guess, Eastern time. I know I've been thrown off a little bit in different time zones. I think I'm going to talk about that tomorrow, talk about different time zones on Hump Day. But look, man, I love y'all. Without y'all, there's no me. I appreciate it. It's your boy Will. I'm out.